I am so excited. I actually am in the middle of a fun project. So stay tuned. I'll tell you more about what these cute little stickers have to do with your real estate success roadmap. And let me ask you, who in here wants me to talk about real estate success and the roadmap on Monday, real quick? You guys know that I'm trying to cut to the chase really, really quickly because it's busy. You have probably things to prepare. Who's hosting Thanksgiving, by the way? Let me know in the comments if you're hosting or if you're guesting. I'll be guesting this year, which I love guesting. It's one of the best things to do for Thanksgiving. You don't have to stress, you don't have to worry about any of it. But today, I want to talk to you guys about this stuff here and letters to Santa, and I want to talk to you about lots of stuff. So let's dive in. First things first, I want to share with you a screen that has the roadmap to success literally on it. There you go. Oh, not this one. There you go. All right. Wonder if we can look at it in a big way. I think we can. There you go. That looks better. All right. So this one here is the roadmap to success. And why did I title it the roadmap to success? Whose email is right now blowing up? Can't just be mine, right? So all of us are having so many emails come in of Black Friday deal here, Black Friday sale here. And I'm going to be honest, I'm buying. I am buying a couple things that I've been having my eyes on for things, right? Things that I'm looking for. I need car tires actually. So those are like boohoo purchases. By the way, what are you looking for? And I also look for certain things that will help me in my business, in my real estate business. I'm a big believer in order for us to stay front and center, we have to invest into ourselves. We have to make sure we're getting some sort of further training beyond the average agent. Who's with me on that? Would you agree that you need some training in order for you to move forward, right? So here is what I want to share with you. And I wonder if I can zoom in. I don't think I can. At least not this way. So when it comes to your real estate business, you really have 3 different phases. And I feel like a lot of times people are always looking for accountability, but what they're really looking for is clarity. What's my next step? How many of you guys struggle sometimes with finding the right, next step? The right next step in order to grow. You cannot go from 0 deals to 100 overnight. This is not possible, regardless of what those beautiful, wonderful Black Friday offers are saying right now. Underneath that iceberg surface is hard work. And that's the part that they omit just to get you to buy. Okay. And that's the part that I decided I'm going to show up and share with you a real estate roadmap so you can decide what is your next step. What is your next brick on that yellow brick road to your own real estate success? So if you look at this, the roadmap, again, if you want the PDF of it, just drop me roadmap. We'll make sure we'll get it uploaded. But the first one is obviously you want to make sure you have your core systems, right? What are your core systems? You want to make sure you have a CRM, customer relationship management tool, and you don't have to be fancy on it. I know agents that are just fine with a spreadsheet on it. You can have whatever system you want as long as it's easy. Next up, an automated email. Why automated? Because when leads come in at 3 o'clock in the morning, you want to have something respond to them at 3 o'clock in the morning. Makes sense, right? Automated email. And then the third thing we have is an instant home value tool, such as I use Cloud CMA. Okay, so far so good. These 3 systems are something that you need to have solidly built into your business before you can scale it. Okay, that's important. Everybody's with me so far? But then there's also 3 other systems you need to have. You're going to have a buyer follow-up system. You need to have a seller follow-up system. and you need to have a past client retention system. So for those of you guys that just saw me in the beginning of it doing all these envelopes, this one here is part of my past client retention system. Okay. Yes, lots and lots of envelopes, and I'll tell you what goes in it in a minute. But these envelopes are there for me to stay in front of my past clients. Next up, we want to make sure we have also a lead generation system. And when you start out, you oftentimes look for free ones. Open houses, taking on rental leads, right? Leveraging any social media groups where somebody's looking for something. Anything that is free is oftentimes leveraged when you start out. After you move through that phase, you're going to go into phase 2. You want to start looking at your geographic farm. And I have so many people wanting to start out with geographic farming. And I ask them, okay, do you have past clients? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, what do you do with those? And they're like, oh, I don't know. It's like, okay, if you do not have your past clients set up yet, like, why would you try and find more? You're going to create orphan clients. How many of you guys are remembering the term orphan clients, right? It's like you close a deal and you move on. This business, will you agree, is relationship based. This is relationship based. So after you have this in place, then you can go and add more lead gen pillars to it. Makes sense, right? If you go out and you do it right away, you build from a cold market, that's hard. So I don't care who you're going to follow, you're going to have the same stuff that you're going to hear from the same people. You need to focus on your past clients as a bucket. You need to have that on lockdown. So for December, let me share with you what I'm doing for December. So December, I got, and I brought it in so you guys can see. Oh my goodness, it is a little heavy. Okay, I got myself a little mailbox. Super cute, right? Mail for Santa. And this little mailbox is what I'm going to use to make sure I get to stay in front of my clients, because it's what? A relationship-based business. Relationship-based business. Yes. So this right here is one of the reasons that I want you to say, oh my gosh, what is this? And what does this have to do with real estate? Because if you are, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, let me put it all the way up. It's really heavy too. Like it's really, really cool. Okay. And it's not that tall, which is fine because, little kids. But okay, I have the most awkward setup this morning. This one here is why I want to make sure my clients are having conversations with me. This one here is letting me, there's like a little door in the back, so you can retrieve the letters. And I'll tell you how I plan on incorporating that for my farming. But for right now, this is going to be incorporating my past clients first. These are the people that already have trusted me, right? So if you are thinking, what training should I buy? What should I do with this Black Friday? There's like all these glitzy, wonderful, shiny things. Go back to phase number 1. Buyer follow-up, seller follow-up, past client retention. You need a retention system in place, because if you add more past clients to your business, but you don't retain that business, what good did it do you other than one check, right? And people know when you're just after the transaction. So let's make sure we're after the relationship. So this one here is part of what we're going to cover in our mastermind. So if you haven't heard about the mastermind, it's going to be free through the end of the year. You just need to drop me mastermind and I'll send you the code for the free sign up. And we're going to cover inside that mastermind this mailbox, and we're going to cover in this mastermind how you're going to send out Santa letters, and we're going to cover in this mastermind how you're going to build relationships. So if this is where you're at, saying, oh my gosh, how do I do all of this step by step by step, you want to make sure you're in the mastermind December 1st, first Thursday of the month, okay? And that is when we're going to talk about letters to Santa. No, it's not too late. I've had somebody say, but isn't it too late? I'm like, no, it's not too late. Don't say that. It's never too late to show up for your past clients, okay? But if you're looking right now at your mailbox, at your email inbox, and you start seeing like, sign up for coaching, sign up for this. Do you need coaching? Or do you need clarity of what is your next brick in your business building process? Because sometimes we confuse these two. You might say, I just need accountability. Oh, there's a sale on this. But is it accountability you need, or is it clarity on what's your next step? I am very aware of where my business is at currently. So let me go back. I want to share with you this one right here. So right now, if you are looking at phase 2 and phase 3 of your business, there is automating more processes. How many processes have you automated in your business? How many things inside your business are automated to the point where you can say, yeah, this is said and done. I don't have to do it. Because if you do everything manually inside your business, you're not there yet, right? So make sure that you have some form of automation going on. Have you systematized any of your processes? Because if you are the only person inside your business that knows what's happening, you don't have a business, you have a job. If you decide to take a vacation, your business stops. And if this is your business model, then this is where you have to gain the clarity. Where am I at? What do I have to do in order for this to become a business? If you think about a big business, like let's go with Amazon, okay? When somebody at Amazon decides to take a vacation, does Amazon stop? Does that job not get fulfilled? No. This is a business. It runs 24/7, year-round, and it's just working. Now, if you are saying, well, that seems like a lot of work, Janine, yes, this probably is a lot of work, which is why real estate is not that easy. But it can be phenomenal. You just have to really follow your roadmap of what is next. What is your next brick you're laying? What is the next thing inside your business? If you start going out there without having these 3 core systems in place, you need a CRM, something that keeps you on track of when was the last time you followed up with John? When was the last time you followed up with Dorothy? When was the last time you followed up with those Oompa Loompas, right? You need something that reminds you, how do I do it? And that's your CRM. That is your underpaid assistant that can keep you on track. Now, once you've done that, you're going to have leads coming in. You can then decide, okay, now that I have a buyer lead coming in, rather than doing the same thing over and over and over with a buyer lead, why not automate that process? Why not do a little bit more so you can actually step away for 24 hours without worrying that nothing happens inside your business? A little bit of automation is amazing to get freedom back. Okay. Who likes freedom? Let me know in the comments. Anybody likes freedom? I do. I'm a big, big believer of freedom. So when we have a little bit of automation in there, freedom happens. Now, then there's also things like this one here. Okay. So this is what I wrote this morning. I also could have this task given to somebody, either an assistant, my kid, terrible handwriting, so I just decided to do it myself. But if I decide, you know what, I don't have the time or I have the money, I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to go and leverage that out to a person. And how could that look? I'm going to give them a list. I'm going to say, hey, you're going to need this and this and this. And I anticipate that gets done. But before I can hand this over, I need to systematize my process. And you can systematize in so many different ways. You can just record a video. You can write it down. You can sit down with a person, show it to them once and tell them, you're going to make me a spreadsheet of all the things that we've just went over. And then you can review it. There's different ways for you to systematize it. But if you cannot give it to somebody else down the road, that's not a system. And you cannot replicate it, right? And then after that once you have systematized it, once you're able to hand things off your plate, then is the time for you to say, okay, is it time for me to learn a new platform? Is it time for me to invest into that YouTube training because I want to master YouTube? If you have not mastered any of the above, don't be buying YouTube trainings. Don't be buying any of that to get leads if you don't follow up with them. It doesn't make any sense, especially right now where you have so many beautiful things put in front of you, right? Super amazing discount. Go get it now. Yes, you can get some great deals. And I do believe you should invest into yourself during this Black Friday season on something. And the question is, though, what brick in your yellow brick road is it going to be? Because if it's anything that has to do with a new lead generation formula without you having completed anything inside phase 1, then you're wasting your money. You're just wasting your money investing into systems that your business is not laid out for yet. You're going to have a course that sits on the shelf. You're going to have a training that never gets opened. So my job for this Monday was just to show up, and I really wanted to make sure that you're aware of this roadmap here before you go out and spend money on stuff. Because the stuff is out there. I'm like, my email is filled with stuff. My willpower is being tested just as much as yours. But I'm very specific about the thing that I want inside my business next. I'm very specific on my training that I know I can implement. There's no way I'm going to sign up for 3 trainings right now because there's no time to watch it, right? So I really want to make sure you have these 3 phases in front of you. The building phase, right? Build your systems. Build in phase 1. Probably should rename it build. From there, systematize. We want to have your systems, your processes. And then from there, grow. And yes, grow. I want you to be amazingly successful inside your hyperlocal farms. I actually have contemplated to put on an entire free training series in December. So if you would like that, let me know in the comments, where I just talk about strategies to implement inside your geographic farm. Example, what if you go after people that have lived inside your farm for the last 20 years, right? Let's build out an entire training together on that one. What if you want to look for people that have, a high interest rate? What if you wanted to look for people that have a highly likelihood to move? There's so many different trainings that we can bring you in December. And I'm more than happy to do these for free because that's not, that's what the group was created for. Really giving you what you need. But that's all a cold market. That's all people that don't know you. And we're going to have to make friends in that neighborhood, right? What I want to make sure is that you show up right now online. I'm going to be posting about this. And I already got a message on it saying hey, I'm wondering, is this one of your community events you're doing? I'm like, no, this is for my past clients because I care about people. People are reaching out to me, seeing these posts I'm doing about, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Let us do Santa. We're going to do a hot cocoa bar. We're going to do free holiday pictures. I love my past clients. This is that connection piece where they're saying oh my gosh, I want to be part of it. And based on that, they're starting to warm up a lot faster based on that relationship component. So if you're just out there trying to figure out how can I hit the next house inside my neighborhood, and then they look you up and all they see is new listing, open house, you're not connecting, okay? And if you're not connecting with your people inside your farm, if they don't see you out there as a relationship person, why do agents get hired? Because people like the agent they talk to. You don't get hired based on your sales. You don't get hired based on how many years you've been in business. You purely get hired because the person felt comfortable with you. And that's the goal. We want to make sure our farm feels comfortable. And the way we can do that is by making sure they see us from a human perspective, just like this one, right? So this one here, let me see, is part of the reason that people reach out to me and say like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Because they see that human aspect on it, okay? This is where I say, hey, if you're a past client, this is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to talk about the experience we're providing our past clients. How many of you guys are currently still thinking about doing one last event before the year's over? Guys, I know we're looking at 6 weeks. We're looking at 6 weeks, right? And this is where you need to really, 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 really make sure you hone in on one thing and one thing only. Create a past client retention system. That is the one thing I want you to really focus on. If anything hits your mailbox this season and you don't have a solid past client retention system in place that is scalable, okay? I just popped into an open house yesterday and the agent said, oh, we're doing our Thanksgiving pie drop-offs. And I'm like, drop-offs? And she's like, yeah, after COVID, people expect us now to drop it off at their doorstep. And I'm like, wow. Do you know how many days this agent is now setting aside? 3 days. 3 full days of dropping off pies. I got better things to do than driving around wasting my gas. It's not that it's a waste of gas, but that's a lot of time. How do I get 3 days back? I don't. So having a system in place that is scalable, because let's say you have 3 clients. Great. Dropping off pies to 3 clients is amazing. Now let's 10 times that. Dropping off pies to 30. Oh my gosh. How about dropping off 300 pies? The problem with the pies is that it's not scalable to drop them off, right? So yes, it cuts into your ROI. It does. And it's nice, right? I get it. It's nice to give somebody a pie. But you're still a business. You can't just do nice things. So when you are looking at what can I do for my past clients, do you ever ask yourself, can I scale this? Like go crazy and think like, well, if I stay in business 10 years, can I do that for 300 clients? Can I do that for 600 clients? Can I do it for 800 clients? Because if the answer is no, eventually you're going to have to eliminate past clients, and that's not good. Don't eliminate past clients. That's the relationship, right? I'm with Megan on this one. It cuts into your ROI. So make sure whatever you pick is a highly scalable thing. So this one here, I am, for example, partnering and I'm going to be looking at sponsorships, okay? My sponsorship is what lets me create this. Now, at a certain point, it becomes so lucrative for the photographer that I am expecting this photographer to do a pro bono. I'm like, if that photographer is making $3,000 based on my event on the back end, because they're selling photo packages or cards or whatever, I am just providing the platform and they're volunteering their time. This is scalable. This is something where I can say, I can do this. My letters to Santa, okay? If I decide this is, something I want to do, can I scale it? Now, I go and look at all the cost for it. 55 cents a stamp. I print for free. Envelopes I can probably get for free as well if I utilize the white office ones that are boring. And that is what I can then do. Okay, now if I do that at scale, let's assume 1,000. Okay, let's assume I send 1,000 letters to 1,000 kids. First up, I have 1,000 touches. That would be amazing, right? So then we have $550 that I'm out. $550 for 1,000 touches. That's scalable. If I reach 2,000, that's about $1,000 I'm out. That's still manageable. because that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Okay, that's scalable. And we're going to talk about letters to Santa in the mastermind. So remember, I do have a 30-day free trial, which makes it free through the end of the year. Just drop in mastermind. I know we got somebody there, so I'll get back to you in a second on it. Okay, just drop in mastermind right there, and then we'll talk about this one. But I really want to make sure you have a plan that is for client retention, regardless what hits your inbox. And then I want to give you a heads up because you listened to me for the last 26 minutes. This one here, let's see. This one here is what I do for my past clients. This one here is what lets me stay in front of my past clients at scale. This one here is responsible for my repeat and referral business at scale. At scale. That's the cool part. It doesn't matter if it's 5, if it's 50. I don't send my clients cute little cutesy gifts because I have to watch the market, right? Let's say I don't have another sale lined up in a year and it's Christmas time and I can't do the cute ornaments that I always do every single year for everybody. What am I going to do? My clients now expect it, and if I don't do it, right? So at scale. So how do I stay in front of my past clients at scale? This box here has a customized mailer that gets sent to my past clients once a month. That's it. Once a month. That's how I do it. And for me to really help you understand that game, this box also has this mastermind in it. So in this mastermind, the box people all know exactly what to do, what to send. Here are the templates, right? This is how we level up our past client retention game. This box is mainly here to make sure you get referral and repeat business. Because if you do not have something in place to stay in front of your current client, why are you adding or trying to add lead generation sources that are not flowing into a system of past clients, right? And if you want to know how to get this box, where I actually lose money on this one, I decided this week, but this box is just, I don't know, it's really changed my repeat and referral business. Hey, Dylan, you want to say hi? Come here.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Dad.
This is why I'm home on a Monday. Careful. To be home with this little guy, because I know that I can do this while I sit at home. I can do mailers. I can get in front of my clients. I can plan. Gentle. Are you being gentle? Yeah. Gentle. Thank you. Thank you.
Lord.
All right. Yeah, go take that one. There you go.
Bye.
Time for school on us, but we want to make sure you have a plan. So this box, the December box, is about to go out, and I actually have a 50% discount coming up. 50% on this box. So if you've been wanting to try it, stay tuned for tomorrow. If you cannot wait for tomorrow, if you're just saying, oh my gosh, I can't wait. If you want the details on it, you can also just drop in BF in the comments, and I'll let you know. But don't be buying shiny, glitzy objects right now if it doesn't fit into your roadmap. Your roadmap is very, very easy. Building, systematizing, scaling. And after you decide that you've been completely done with phase number 1, building, then you can move on. Then you can start adding things. Remember, people watch what you do right now. People watch what you do during the holiday time, during the relationship building momentum time, where they want to see, hey, are we making people smile? Are we giving them an experience that they're saying, oh my gosh, this is amazing? Are we helping more people with our message and our business? Because if you're not helping people with your business, what sets you apart from another agent? What makes you different? So I hope this helped somebody to hopefully not waste their money on another shiny object, another training, another something. The roadmap, again, I'll get those sent out to you guys. And if you have any questions, we're going to talk about December trainings after the holidays. And if you haven't tried our mastermind, again, free. We're going to talk about letters to Santa, December 1st. There will be still time. I'll tell you exactly where this one came from. I tell you exactly where to get a mailbox that is not like this one, but a lot cheaper. This one wasn't terrible. It was like $118, I think. But you have to make a plan. So stop wishing for accountability, because what you need might just be clarity. Where am I in my business? What's my next step? And then from there, find that brick, put it in place. Slowly but surely, you're building your yellow brick road for your business. All right. Happy Monday. You guys be amazing. And I'll share more on this project with you inside the Hyperlocal Agent Facebook group. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye, everybody.